Alright, bowlers and parents from Las Vegas, welcome to Red Rock for the title matches of today's Junior Bowlers Tour tournament. We're going to begin here in the handicap division today. This is Dylan Lucas. He was the number 2 seed coming into the semifinals. He has survived thus far, and he's giving 5 pins right now to Isaiah Cleveland. And right now he's in the 4th frame. He's got a strike working. That's way right. And even on today's house pattern, that's not going to come back. And a big old PBA washout to look at here. We bowled Pick Your Poison today. This is the first time we've ever used it in the handicap division. What that means is instead of a normal match play where 1 plays 16, 2 plays 15, and so on, the top seed got to choose whoever they wanted to bowl. Dylan, as the 2 seed, had his choice of opponents the whole way through. So far he's picked the correct poison. He's had the antidote every time. Right now Isaiah has a early advantage, which he's going to increase if Dylan can't make this. Oh! Tough to get both of the 6 and the 10 out in that kind of washout, so that open puts him way behind early. 2 bowlers looking for their first JBT titles who've been around a while, so one veteran's going to break through for a win here. Isaiah from San Diego had most of his success last season in the Mojave Conference, so continuing that trend here, I guess he makes the most out of the long drives. The high backswing for the little guy. And he comes up high on 58. He started double spare, so if he can convert this, he'll have a 22-pin lead plus the 5 pins that he was getting. So good start early for Cleveland. Has a career high finish of, I believe, 4th. No title matches, so it's going to be his high finish no matter what. Cross lane at that 3-6-10. He has it. Every mark inches him closer and closer to victory. Isaiah, a bit of a perfectionist. If you've watched our tour for any length of time, you know that. Unless it's 10 in the pit, he's generally not happy with it. And even then, sometimes it's hard to get him to crack a smile during the game. He's all smiles after. His mom keeps him in line. His mom makes up for the lack of smiles there on the side. There you go. Here he is in the 5th, spare working. He likes that one. There you go. Even Isaiah was satisfied with that strike by a little clap for him. I have an attempt at a smile almost. Buddy Vincent off to the side, cheering him on. Dylan, a local from right here in Vegas. Came in at a 174 average today and crushed that on the house pattern. Finished with plus 226 for his 5 games, so just leveled the pins. Got by Brittany Kolatsny in the round of 8, and then Kennison Andrews in the round of 4. Got some work to do here, though. That's a good start for it. When you watch these videos, note the difference between today and yesterday. Yesterday, all these balls that they're swinging off to the right would either be 3 off the right or in the gutter. It's a big old out of bounds yesterday on the TOC pattern. Today, not so much. Kind of stand left, throw right. Off to our left, that's the Women's Series action. The aforementioned Brittany going up against Women's Series veteran Rebecca Ruggiero. We'll try and peek in on that match every once in a while. Lucas really needs this double, though. There you go. Little left of the last time, catches the extra oil in the middle, tilts the 5 and the 10 out. That'll work. We got Hattori, Hansen, Lilly, and Martinez alive in the scratch division. Here's Rebecca right now in the 5th frame for a Women's Series match. She's trailing by 20 some odd against Kolatsny, and here's Cleveland with his strike working. Oh, high again on 58. He's gonna have to make a move on that lane. He's been high the last 2 times. 57 and 8 has been one of the higher scoring pairs in the house all weekend long. Catch a little bit more of Rebecca here. What the women don't have in power, they make up for in form, and here is one of the best forms you'd ever want to imitate. Look at that follow through right to target. 10 in the pit for the lefty. Cleveland, meanwhile, cross lane. He's going to switch balls to a ball that doesn't hook at all. Good idea and good spare for him. Kolatsny, an up-and-comer in the Women's Series. Still bowling out of the handicap division, but the girls always play each other. It's kind of a tournament within a tournament on a scratch basis. She more than held her own against them today. Would love to finish it off with a Women's Series win here. Yeah, you betcha. 10 in the pit for her. She opened with the front 4, then had 9 spare. Strike there to keep that big lead, and Isaiah flushes that one into 1-3. So you see 57 still got all kind of hold. Maybe 58 starting to break down a little bit. Maybe that'll tell the difference in this match when we go there. Colette Sneed, like we said, was eliminated by Dylan in the round of 8, but she qualified plus 189 on a 172 average, so she's been smoking them all day long. Looks like she's going to be up before Dylan, so we get another shot of her. She can get onto a 230 pace if she can strike here. Dylan's going to go at the same time. They're going to pan out. She strikes. Dylan doesn't. Wow. So Brittany off to a big lead, and Dylan in big trouble now with that bucket. The amazing Red Rock Lane, 60 lanes, an unbelievable casino outside, 12 VIP lanes to the far left of the center. What an amazing facility in the Summerlin area of Vegas. Dylan has to have this bucket spare. All right, good job to avoid the chop. That gives him 110 through 6, so he trails by 16 plus the 5, so 21 pins down. Plenty of time in a handicap match for the 8th, 9th, and 10th to change things. If I sound a little bit happier in today's recording, it's because Tampa Bay is 2-0. Unexpected surprise. Yep, 57 holds again, just enough to carry the 4-pin out that time. It was high all the way. Taylor King, ladies and gentlemen.
No!
Don't you love that? Look at that, huh? Fancy, fancy. 10 in the pit for Ruggiero there, and she's got herself 3 in a row, and she's right in this match. Never count Miss Rebecca out. Big shot for Cleveland. Big strike for Cleveland.
Yeah.
Well, young man from San Diego has never been closer to JBT victory than he is right here. Increases that lead to 20-something. Part of the SoCal Triumvirate that all did well today. Brittany, obviously, and then Isaiah, and then Vincent Nolan was the top seed heading into a Pick Your Poison before he picked exactly the wrong poison. Brittany can get into the 240s if she can strike here, not to be, so that's going to get interesting over in women's series. Isaiah for a big lead. Oh, the light hit won't carry. Good shot, he trusted out there. That light hit will carry for him with all that power most of the time, but not there, leaves a 7-pin. Rebecca can still strike out for 246. Kalatny with the spare would be in the 230s. She has it. So plenty of action still to come here. Isaiah's going to hook it at the 7-pin. No trouble. On a house condition, you can get away with just keeping with your hook ball. In a yesterday's sport condition, that would have been a lot scarier for me to see him try and hook it at the 7, but no problem here. We vary the lane conditions from tournament to tournament. Got to learn how to strike when they're easy and learn how to fill those frames when they're not. On a season-long basis, you'll see it all with us. Beautiful shot from Brittany there. It's all right, Spencer. You can get some camera time. On the strike for Lucas. Got to have it. Yes, right there. So the lane that both of them found a little trickier, Dylan is now done with. He can strike out for 220, and boy is that interesting because Isaiah's going at a 215 pace. That would equal a tie if exactly that situation plays out. We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, Rebecca strikes. That's 4 in a row for Ruggiero. Ooh, it's going to get interesting. He wants it to wheel. Oh, it wheels. Boy, second that left his hand, his right hand started making the circles saying, please wheel, ball, wheel. It did, and that's a triple. And now the next shot gets even more important. Here's Ruggiero for a 5-bagger. Oh, instead it's a 5-pin. Wow. Little wry smile from Ruggiero there. Didn't quite catch all of that ball. Pins didn't react. Spare strike, she finishes up at 225. That would give Brittany 9 out for a tie, and then any mark to win. Here's Lucas's 10th. Oh, man, was that left to target? Yeah. Even on that forgiving left-hand lane, that wasn't going to hold pocket. He gets the 8 count. Dylan spares it up here in the 10th frame. That's going to finish him off at 2:08. Isaiah marks for, if Isaiah opens for 2:03, wow, 9 out would be a tie. Less than 8, he'll have to spare it to win. 9 out is a tie. Any mark, and Isaiah Cleveland captures his first title. Throw your best shot right here, young man. You betcha! He did throw his best shot right there. And the serious one, the competitive one, is one we'll be seeing in the Tournament of Champions in June. Rebecca did finish at 2:25. Brittany needs, same situation, any mark to win, 9 out to tie. All right, she'll have to make that to win. Oh my goodness, what a long journey it's been for Isaiah. He's still running them out. I guarantee you he doesn't know that he's won yet. He's focused on throwing the shot. That's probably a good way to be, but in a second, I guarantee you we're going to get a smile out of this guy on camera for once. For Dylan, shouldn't hold his head at all. Great performance all day long. Just a bit short against a determined Isaiah. This is Brittany for the Women's Series win. He's got it, and she's got it. San Diego takes Women's Series and Handicap at the exact same time. There's that smile. What a great job.
That's okay, you'll get it next.
Great matches there. We'll be back with hopefully equally exciting Scratch Division title matches in just a minute. Congrats to Brittany and Isaiah.